okay, that
Right.
mean that makes it okay,
Right.
but it actually doesn't.
And this pearl clutching, I just cannot stand, with him, like, oh my God, I just can't stand like this revisionist history too that is going on with like who Kirk was and what drives me insane is Melissa Hortman, her husband, they even killed their dog, that guy. I can't remember his name. That right-wing guy that ended up killing the Democratic senators, from the state senator and the husband
Right,
and the dog. And then the whole thing with Paul Pelosi, like where they had like Halloween costumes with boxer shorts and a hammer.
right.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, like,
Like
exactly.
it's unbelievable.
Oh, those are well, that feeds into Trump's narrative about radical people. I posted this in the article yesterday where, like they were interviewing Trump on Fox News and he says, "Well, I don't have problems with radicals on the right because they just want crime to stop.
Right.
But the radicals on the
They
left are
want
the
the
ones
border
that are trying to kill
closed.
people."
Oh my God. It's
And,
unbelievable.
and so it's I just can't, you
I
know?
know, me either. Like, I don't even know. Like, we're at this point where you can't even have conversations with anybody. A few years ago, I was still doing it, like still having like conversations with people that I knew I had absolutely nothing in common with, and politically. And sometimes, like more often than not, they were civil. And it's not like you're going to change somebody's mind, but sometimes there are some things that you could learn and share or whatever. And the person is not coming like from this bad faith argument like toward you, right? But now you can't even agree that the facts are the facts. Like, it's almost like these people don't even know what facts are. Like, what
Yeah.
makes a fact? Like, it's crazy. And I'm like, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy.
But you're not crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
you're not crazy, and neither am I. Brandon, however,
Hi, Brandon.
Brandon
Yeah.
might be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am. I didn't know
Yeah.
that it
But it's
was
like
even
literally,
a
I cannot
question.
have
What?
a.
No, I don't. I don't.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah, I don't. So notably, Rubio has used this as the basis to revoke student IDs.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
he's already doing that. So Rubio is already revoking university IDs or attempting to revoke university IDs or influence people to revoke university IDs just based on view and speech.
Oh my God.
Oh, and then Comey's daughter.
Oh yeah. I
That's
saw
another
that.
big one is, Brandon, you need to stop doing that.
Are you
What?
undressing?
No,
No, when
I,
you,
I might have had too many buttons unbuttoned.
oh yeah, sure. That was entirely on purpose. Um, so,
Did you lose your train of thought?
yes, momentarily, I lost where I was going with that.
Why?
Holy fucking shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can't blimp me like that. That's wrong, Brandon. You knock that shit off. Yeah, Cheryl, you're completely right. I mean, they're uneducated morons.
Mhm.
Completely and totally. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, so Rubio is trying to do this where, Marsha Comey. So Marsha Comey is
Yeah. Yeah.
filing
Yeah.
a lawsuit against the government
Yes.
for her
Trump
firing.
administration. Yes.
And then on top of that, the other
Mhm.
thing that came out today was the fact that um, who is it? The Fed chair, the Fed governor, that Trump
Oh,
fired.
Cook.
Yeah, Cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
no longer. She never had any mortgage inconsistencies.
Oh my God. It
So
made such a they like blew that up all over the place.
right, but here's the big
Wow.
thing: Trump has now announced his next target for sending in the military or the National Guard.
Mhm.
So this requires some prefacing. So this is how this works. So he's going to go to Louisiana next. So New Orleans.
He said Memphis too, right?
Yeah, Memphis and Louisiana. And here's why.
Okay.
So the Comatus Act, the Posse Comatus Act says
yes,
he can't federally control a body of the military on U.S. soil for longer than 30 days. And the other thing that he can't do, he can claim a national emergency, but he has to have congressional approval.
Right. That's the only way.
So now what he is saying he's going to do is he's going to activate the National Guard at the state level and tell the states that are activating the National Guard to control crime in whatever town or whatever city or whatever region or whatever, right? That Trump will pay for it. So he's telling, like the Louisiana governor, if you call up the National Guard to go into New Orleans and join the policing effort, you can do that indefinitely, and I'll just continue to pay for it.
Oh, my God.
But here's the deal. The state governor has the power to do that already.
Right.
So it's like an end run. And then here's the thing. The state governor then has the ability to essentially stop it whenever they want. So Trump can command the state governor to do this and offer to pay for it. And then the state governor can say, okay, I don't need this anymore. The National Guard's going to stop. And then Trump will be out of luck.
Which makes me, it makes us think that Memphis and, because the Republican governors that are more amenable to him, as opposed to, I don't think the Chicago thing is over. I don't know. I feel like he's going to cause some sort of bullshit mess with that, because once he gets something in his head, you know how he is. Like, no matter what, like at some point, something is going to happen. Like some sort of an event is going to probably happen to like as the catalyst to like start that bullshit again.
Is he just trying it in every city just to see which one breaks first?
Yes. Yeah, I think he's round robining cities to find out which city breaks down first and gives up first. And then says, you know what? Oh, okay. Here's the problem. I just want to be clear about this. So, for instance, Memphis has a very, very large gang population. The gang population in Memphis is somewhere between 30,000 and 45,000 people. And Memphis is not that big. It really isn't.
It's not that big, right?
It's not that big. So so if those gangs decide to lobby against military occupation forces, those military occupation forces are going to lose. And those people are going to get killed. And not by a small margin.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So it's not going to go well if that happens. The same thing could be said again in New Orleans. The gang element in New Orleans is very large. And so sending in 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 National Guard troops into the city to deal with crime areas, it's not going to. We've all seen Lethal Weapon, right? Have we all seen the movie Lethal Weapon? Yeah, there's the one part of the movie where they go up to Candy's house and the house blows up and nearly kills everybody. Yeah. That's I hate to say this again, but there's a euphemism here. There was a Sean Penn film from the 80s called Colors. Go watch that movie. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, Colors.
Yes, that's what's going to happen.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
If they go into, oh, here we go. Fed Governor Cook can stay with the central bank for now. And appeals court has ruled setting up a Supreme Court battle over Fed independence. So Cook can't be fired. from her job. An appeals court just said it. So now we're going to go back up to SCOTUS. I mean, it just keeps
Oh
getting
my
better, right?
goodness.
I mean,
What a freaking mess.
it's just the gift that keeps on giving. So that's all I had for today. That's all I have for today, Lisa. Did you have anything?
No, really not. No, it was the Troy person has been consuming the last couple of days, like me going down these rabbit holes. Yeah. So when you mentioned that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally coming in this conversation. Yeah.
Well,
so we'll see what other things I find out moving forward.
Before we went into the next segment, because
Yes.
Brandon and Aaron and I are going to talk about queer shit. So
awesome. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll tune in. I'll listen to you guys. All right.
Always.
Good night. Bye,
Thanks,
Brandon. Bye, Wendy.
Yep. You know, if you're going to do the fan or whatever, that's like. Do you have the fan like conveniently, like it's right there, right? That's so fucking good.
I need to turn it around this way to make it brighter.
That's so fucking gay. I mean, any day now, you know? Your internet is not happy.
Sorry, my connection's so bad. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that whole thing with Lisa, because that was exactly what I was hoping to hear, and I didn't catch a lot of it. But queer stuff. Let's go.
Okay, queer stuff. So I did a bunch of dig-in about Tyler Robinson's roommate, because there's this larger focus about whether or not Tyler Robinson's roommate was trans or not. So here's the thing. Tyler Robinson's roommate had no idea he was going to commit the shooting. And
well, I would hope not, or they would have said something.
Right. And so the other thing that sort of has come out of it is that Tyler Robinson's roommate is an innocent party that had nothing. So Tyler Robinson's roommate pretty much confirmed that Robinson was radicalized entirely by his own internal internet experience, and not like the roommate is saying it wasn't me. He was in front of a terminal playing video games, constantly, versus interacting with me or whatever. And so that's the first thing. So the roommate is saying it wasn't me. I wasn't. It wasn't. And then the other thing that happened yesterday, and I have a problem with this. So Brandon, I want to hear what you think about this. West Hollywood flew all of their pride flags at half staff for Charlie Kirk.
What?
Yes.
What? West Hollywood. All the pride flags.
Yeah.
Because he was like a YouTube star, part of their community in that way.
No, Trump commanded that all flags hanging on the staff,
all flags,
be flown at half staff. So West Hollywood half staffed all the pride flags, which, right, that's bullshit, right?
I mean, it doesn't sound like, I don't know. That's very odd to me. I because they're not really exactly in line with Trump's way of thinking, and so I think they would normally oppose something like that.
Right.
So
So,
why? I don't.
yeah. So here's what the spokesman from West Hollywood said. The action was undertaken in accordance with the city's policy for recognitions and memorials, which acknowledges that the city follows the direction of the president in determining when flags of any kind in the city are flown at half staff or not.
Okay. Well, I mean,
But yeah, I would. What are you saying when you say that? That's bullshit. That's bullshit
well,
because
maybe they didn't want to bring any more negative attention on the community, and just it's like, well, let's like choosing your battles, I guess. Like, okay, we'll just put them at half staff. I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of why they would just go ahead and do that. But
the entire neighborhood of West Hollywood, by the way, basically told, excuse me, as I'm trying to eat my corn nuggets. Oh, these things are delicious, by the way. The little, like, deep fried breaded corn on the inside. Oh, okay.
They're corn balls.
corn
You just like
balls.
putting balls in your mouth. Wendy.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I literally have an obsession with corn. I love the taste of corn.
Oh, I thought you
Okay.
were gonna say if you had a deception with balls or something.
Yeah. No. Okay. Look,
I mean,
I've taken many balls into
yeah,
my mouth
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Um, you want to teabag me? Okay. Look.
Hearts for
Oh,
days on that. I can't stop.
Sarah, fuck off. Sarah, I have a bird outside sitting on my porch, and you know what the bird is saying? Fuck off. So no, so the residents of West Hollywood told the neighborhood, if you do keep doing this, we'll leave.
oh.
Because there is a large gay population that lives in West Hollywood.
So how long is the half staff thing going on anyway?
Like, yeah, I don't know. Like Trump said, like a week.
Oh, well, isn't that are we done with? Oh, that's a couple days, I guess, right? It was Wednesday last week,
Yeah.
so
Oh, here we go. Lev Parnas just dropped. Oh, okay. That's so he can't fire Comey. He can't fire Comey. Or no, he can't fire Cook or whatever. All right. So I was just making sure I didn't miss something. So right. So then that happened. And then hold on. So I do either of you know who King Princess is?
King Princess.
Yeah, King Princess. They're a
No,
musician.
no.
So they're an Irish musician. Who they've come out and said that Harry Potter is a queer story, and that J.K. Rowling is a demon of a woman who needs to be unassociated with it so we can love those stories again.
I mean, it'd be kind of hard to unassociate her with it when she wrote them.
Yeah, I sort of agree with that, but it's sort of like, well, because there's people that hold Harry Potter up in such high regard. that and then the Tulsi Gabbard thing. Tulsi Gabbard announced that the assassination of Charlie Kirk is the gay 9/11.
Oh my God.
The gay 9/11. I don't
Yes, the
quite.
gay 9/11.
I don't.
Tulsi Gabbard thinks that the assassination of Charlie Kirk is the gay 9/11. So it was a terrorist act against a white individual that was propagated and
Oh,
perpetuated by the queer community,
oh, I see. I see.
which means that now the U.S. is obligated to hunt down and kill
Oh no.
all queer people
Sure.
because we
Yeah.
killed Charlie Kirk.
Why not? Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, it only makes sense, doesn't it?
and then, and then you know about Eurovision, right?
Yeah. Well, I know that. What I know the term.
Yeah, so Eurovision, like big, yeah, Sarah, we're the Taliban now. So Eurovision, big music, media broadcasting channel in Europe.
Oh yeah, they had a big music contest or something not too long ago.
Yeah, so in 2026, so the 2026 Eurovision Awards, which are usually like the Grammys or whatever,
Yeah.
are going to happen. Well, here's the deal. All of the queer supporting communities and other supporting communities that are supporting the P word, I'm not going to say the P word because that could get me banned off Substack. I'm just going to say this, are protesting um, Israel's inclusion in Eurovision 2026. And if it happens, 80% of the countries will walk off the stage and not participate, which will destroy the event and it won't happen.
Yeah.
So is there an Israel participant?
There are two of them actually.
Hmm.
And the very interesting thing about this is the one from like 2 years ago who participated grew up in Tel Aviv. It's a band called Lola Marsh. It's a guy and a girl that are in that band. And I love their music, but get this, I think she has renounced her Israeli citizenship over the guy. Yeah, and so that's another growing trend is that um, progressive and queer identities in Israel, Israeli people are renouncing their Israeli citizenship over the Gaza issue, which I also found to be very interesting.
So has Israel responded to that, to the Eurovision?
Yeah, so the Eurovision organizers responded to countries threatening 2026 boycott over um, um, Israel's inclusion, and the country's involvement is unconscionable. And so Eurovision has come back and said it's our position. Um, so the RTE, so Ireland has basically said we won't participate. The Netherlands won't participate. Iceland, Spain, um, France, Germany, and Poland have all said they won't participate. And so Eurovision has basically come out and said if 50% of the contestants in Eurovision 2026 leave, we won't have the event. And members representing Israel in that contest have threatened to sue Eurovision over the fact that they won't have the contest if enough people back out to try to force them to. So that's like, holy fuck. Oh, and then the other sort of like not cool queer thing that happened today is Rachel Campos. So Rachel Campos is saying that the reason that Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk is because Tyler Robinson was taking hormones to transition from male to female.
Oh my God.
And so, yeah, Campos is basically now saying that the reason that trans people kill is because of gender affirming medication.
Mm. And where did that come from? That's
Right. Yeah. So Campos Duffy, Lawrence B. Jones, and Kevin Cork discussed the discussing Kirk's death. Campos Duffy asked, "How much Christian blood has to be spilled this month before we will try to kill the queer and trans problem from the U.S. soil?" We can't forget about the children who were gunned down while attending mass, and we saw that in the end that it was a trans shooter. So what can we say about the ideology and why it is so violent? Well, it's the drugs they take. They're trying to make Robinson MAGA, but they ignore the fact that he was on hormone replacement therapy, which hasn't been proven yet. They're just, trying to sell that narrative. And so then Cork turns around and says, here's the problem I have. A lot of people who are indoctrinated with this leftist trans ideology, but that's a bridge too far to obviously take to a level of violence. And that's where I wonder if there is a nexus between being trans and committing violence, not just the ideology, but also in the community itself. Maybe the community itself is the larger problem.
mm-hmm.
So, okay, is me being trans going to become a criminalized act before it's over?
I mean, people want to blame everything. In school shootings in the past, it was because the kids played violent video games. It was the video games' fault or whatever. And the guy at Sandy Hook, he had mental health issues. There's always they take it and just spread it. It's like take one person. This person was in this demographic, so everybody in that demographic is horrible and needs to die or whatever. It's it's I mean, it's almost comical if it weren't so horrible, It's
I agree. Yeah, I agree utterly and wholeheartedly. It's just a problem. Danny's fucking video games. Look, I played violent video games. I didn't go out and kill people. I didn't
yeah.
want to. Yeah, I didn't want to go out and kill people. I played violent video games. I played Doom way back in the day, and then I went to sleep at night, and I got up and I went to whatever college class I was going to at the time, and I knew there was a very clear difference between playing a video game and doing shit in real life. I never had the desire to want to. Here, I'll tell you this. So, back when I was in college, I had a friend who had an FFL, Federal Firearms License, and he lived on a farm. And one weekend, I went out to his farm, and he handed me a Turkish AK-47 with a 30-round clip, put it into my hands, and said, "Here, shoot it." And I did, and I did not understand the appeal. I really didn't. It was just not unless you're perpetually angry and perpetually emotional, that when you pick up something like that and unload it, that it has that effect on you. And from my perspective, it's like, I did it, and then I put it down, and I'm like, okay, I could never do that again, and I'd be okay.
Oh, but you weren't trans then. So now now that you're trans and you play the violent video game, that's like a compounding factor. You'll definitely kill somebody after.
Oh, okay, yeah. So now I'm prime candidate for.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Here's the thing. So this is this is going to be an Aaron question. So and Aaron, if I ask this inappropriately, just tell me I asked it inappropriately, and I won't. But as a person who is on HRT, I experience PMS, and it sucks. It doesn't suck as much as other people. But here's the thing. Have you ever had PMS that was so bad that it made you want to do something?
No, but now that I'm thinking about it, why aren't we blaming like menstrual rage on, more things? Like, well, and I'm thinking as you're saying too, like, Jeffrey Dahmer, the fact that he frequented gay bars, that he was queer coded, that gets left out of his narrative. Like, why hasn't this been? It's so weird. Like, all that shit was left out. Like, no one wanted to own that these guys, some of them had, different sexual orientations. And now it's like in your face. And I have so much anxiety the past couple days because Fox News picked it up first. Like, they've been trying so hard to jam this transgender bullshit narrative. And finally today, there's a piece in the New York Times here. The New York Times, like, pissed me off so bad. So it's like they're reporting what people are saying that they're lying about. It's like, why don't you own that they're lying and then report that they're lying? But they just pick up these stories, and this trans thing is slowly filtering in, and it's all lies. And I just can't believe how dumb people are and how willingly, like, this thing about the flags in West Hollywood, like, I understand, like, trying to, like, circle the wagons and just hope that this goes away, but liberals are capitulating so hard that it's really sickening, like, especially in this case. Like, why are we going to the mat for a piece of, like, shit? Like, Charlie Kirk is a giant piece of shit, but we're going to the mat over him. And, like, I mean, there are people that die in foreign wars that don't even get this kind of accolade. You know what I mean? Like, real, like, veterans. He's cut veterans benefits, and now Charlie Kirk gets the flags lowered for a week. And people are just like, yeah, I guess there's nothing we can do. Fuck everybody. Like, it's so infuriating. It's so infuriating. So just all of it is too much.
I mean, I am really surprised that they followed through with it, and the lowering the flags. That's I don't know. That's really surprising especially for that community, for West Hollywood. I don't know. They seem pretty eager to stand up to Trump. I don't understand why that one.
My thing is that fear. There is a lot of fear around when person A is in position B, and position B can be problematic for people who don't behave. It's Stockholm's. If I don't capitulate to whoever it is, they will make my life difficult. And how difficult will it be? Well, we're on the precipice of a situation where Trump is basically saying, okay, any city I want to go into with armed forces, I can do for 30 days. And he thinks he can the Posse Comitatus Act says he can do it for 30 days and then that's it. That's still 30 days. And so, right. Danny's, yeah, I agree. Yeah. When did Americans decide that capitulating to this political narrative is what we needed to do. I mean, I'm not capitulating. We wouldn't be sitting here talking about it if I were capitulating to the president. Which, by the way, I want to be very clear that people like Brandon and Aaron and I, the president wants those people to be killed or removed or is responsible for violence. And that's wrong. I mean, that's just wrong. And it's
And one of the problems is also if they cave into such a small request as lowering the flags, where does the line come in?
exactly, where does it end? You know, when a city, when Trump says, okay, I want you to arrest every trans person that's in your city, does the city say, yes, we will do that? And then even further, from a social perspective, how do you define what that is? If a person is cross-dressing, does that make them trans? It doesn't necessarily. But, you know, people are going to get stopped and people are going to get accosted and people are going to get affected. And, you know, they take that whole kill them all, let God sort them out mentality.
Well, it's like the arresting and deporting anyone who even looks or resembles someone who's an immigrant.
Right. So, you know, you sort of chuckle at it like, could that happen? Gosh, could that happen? Yeah, it could happen. You know, I literally I had to have a conversation with my soon to be employer. You know, I start work on the 1st of October. And, you know, I asked like my lateral coworker, I'm like, you know, I'm trans. What can I get away with at the office? And she was like, look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I've been down to the Atlanta office because she actually lives in Hamilton, Ontario. And she's like, I've been down to the Atlanta office and I'm trans and I showed up in this outfit. And I'm like, oh, I have like 5 of those. And she's like, yeah, you'll be okay. No one's going to give you shit about it. And then, but I can't tell you that I wouldn't think about after 90 days, okay, time to emigrate to Canada. And the company said they would, you know, we'll support that. We'll take care of that. We'll make that happen so that you can come here and be safe. And I'm like, fuck yeah. You know, I mean, you know, I consider it a charity, but you know, the HR person who identified as a trans person told me, it was like, look, I want you to interview for these 5 or 6 jobs or whatever, because we'll put you into one of those jobs. We'll get you a job so that we can get you out if you have to get out reasonably, and we'll support your partner and your kids in whatever has to happen to make that happen. And I'm like, well, fuck yeah. You know, fuck yeah.
But not everybody will have that opportunity.
No. And so then it turns into you know, how do we protect the ones that don't have that opportunity? And how do we provide for the ones and so that's why I hate saying this, but the whole like family aspect of this social gathering, that's why I push for that, because I can't do this without you guys. I don't want to.
I mean, I have to believe that not only Canada, but parts of Europe would start opening and just be like, look, if you got to get out, please come here. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know Europe, obviously, but I feel like if there's enough people that are telling Israel to fuck off, I mean, that has bigger, I feel like, political repercussions than just
So from Europe's perspective, I'll put it this way. So Ireland is actually doing house rent. So let me ask you this, Brandon. How are you at house renovation?
I mean, I know some things.
So, for instance, there is an initiative. There is an initiative in Ireland
Well, go on, hurry up.
to.
Uh,
Oh, are you trying to kick the pussy out?
oh my gosh. She just, every time she wants to go out there, and I open the door, and then she stands there and looks out. You wanted to go? Go. Oh my
I
gosh.
don't know, Brandon. You treat your pussy so nicely.
He's spoiled. Both of them are quite spoiled.
Brandon
I
spoils
like,
two
I like,
persons. I didn't even know that.
I like to
feel like you
spoil my
go.
pussies.
I feel like you go. I feel like you go down for the pussy way more times than you're willing to admit. um.
Oh, Rouser, Mexico too. Mexico has
Oh
really
yeah.
impressed me. Like,
Oh yeah.
that woman is just,
Yeah.
oh my God. So,
Sheinbaum, the president of Mexico.
yes.
Here's the thing about that. Let
Yeah.
me just tell you this. So here's the thing about Ireland. So in Ireland, there's a larger initiative going on in Ireland where Ireland will pay you 92,000 sterling to move into an older Irish home and renovate it.
Huh.
And then they will support like if you're emigrating from the US, they'll support your immigration status. Because basically, so in the what the UK says is you have to live and reside in a UK resident space for 2 years, and that's how you qualify to be a resident in the UK. And so Ireland is doing that already. France has a similar thing, but they don't pay you near as many francs. But and yeah, I think Italy has also done that. But here's Mexico. Here's the thing about Mexico. There is a large body of expats that live in Mexico. And so I had a friend named Joe who expatriated to Guadalajara. And the expat community he lived in, he paid $35,000 for his 3-bedroom, 3-bath villa house, which was in an expat neighborhood, which had a McDonald's and a Kroger, like all the, it's expatriated community. So they have like all the shit that you would want to have in that community. And it was insanely cheap to live there. And it was secure and it was safe and people were happy. And so, there are other countries that are like, look, it costs you this much to live in the US. Guess what? It'll cost you this much to live here, and we'll support you. And we'll support you doing it.
There are a couple of Substack writers that are expats in France. I've seen some of their videos. Rich Kagan is one of them. He and his husband and daughter lived there, and he said they don't care that we're gay. They don't. No. They want to know what we're doing here. Like they ask, that kind of thing. But as far as being gay, no.
Now, the European sort of engagement over queer trans persons, nobody gives a shit. My friend John lives in Galway, County Galway, and I just asked him one time, I'm like, do you have any like gay or queer bars in Galway? He's like, no. And I'm like, why not? Because everybody just comes to the pub. And I was like,
they're all queer.
Like, are they all? No, and nobody cares.
Yeah, right.
I go into my pub and I order my pint after my day of working or whatever. And, I've been sitting there and I've had a trans girl sit next to me where, hey, how's it going? Oh, it's just one of those days. And nobody gives a shit. There's not that divisiveness that requires separate spaces
Yeah.
From Europe's perspective, there's just no reason to. Yeah, exactly. Danny's like, oh, you know what the joke is about the UK? Like, when do you go to the pub? It's like, what time is it? 4:00. All right, it's time to go to the pub. Hey, I heard they declared martial law in the country today. Really? Well, it's time to go to the pub. I hear the giant meteorite is going to land on the earth and destroy us all like they did the dinosaurs. What should we do? We should go to the pub.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which there's this
Yeah.
great movie called This Is the End of the World, or This Is the End, with Simon Pegg. Literally, that movie is the end of the world is coming, and what are they doing? They're pub hopping.
Okay, that's awesome.
Because,
Why not?
I watched the Goodman movie, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Like, the Vogons are about to blow the earth up, and the guys are just in the pub. Wait, what's happening? Oh, okay, I don't care. As long as I have a warm pint and half of it's gone, I don't give a shit. Whatever the fuck can happen, can happen. Great. Can I have a cigarette? Great. Then I'll do that too. But then that's it. Sarah, don't watch the more.
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
Sarah, don't dog the recent version of Hitchhikers. I love that movie. The BBC version was okay. Anyway, Aaron, your question.
Well, no, just because there's no like real like bullshit Christianity, like the American version of it, does that have anything to do with the fact that Europeans aren't like wildly fucked up? Like
Oh
they don't
yeah,
have that sort of evangelical.
Protestantism and churchism in Europe is a muted experience. I mean, yeah, you have Anglicans, and even like in Ireland, you have Catholics, and the whole like Protestant Catholic thing. That's what I read about, the troubles in Ireland. So the troubles in Ireland will sort of teach you about that. But um, and Cheryl, I have a joke for you in a minute after I explain this. And so, but the whole like evangelical whatever bullshit. No, that doesn't exist in here. It really doesn't. There are more like right leaning and far right leaning political people in Europe than there are like weird fucked up Christian-y people in Europe. So and no, I mean you like you walk into Chelsea one night. The thing that gets you beat up is if you're wearing a Manchester shirt, not if you're not if
Yeah.
you're yeah yeah. If you're wearing a Man U shirt and you walk into Chelsea, you'll get beat up. But if you're a drag queen and 8-inch stilettos, with huge boobs and a mini skirt, they're not going to give a shit. They don't care. So Cheryl, I want to point out, by the way, that you have to remember, and I have this shirt somewhere, and I will find it and wear it. And the shirt says, "Soylent Green tastes different from person to person." Now, do you get why that's funny?
Is it Soylent Green just people?
Yeah, yeah. If you've seen
Oh, oh, oh.
if you've seen the Charlton Heston movie, it's about Soylent Green, which is this protein product that the Earth lives on or whatever, and there's this mysterious bullshit about what it is. And so at the end of the movie, Charlton Heston's line is, "Soylent Green is made from people." And so, it's like a 76 movie. So Cheryl, yeah, I remember Soylent Green. Everybody should watch Soylent Green. But yeah, so I have a green t-shirt and white lettering somewhere that says Soylent Green tastes different from person to person. And whenever I wear it, like, only older people get it, but it's still fucking funny.
I mean, guys do taste differently.
How differently, Brandon?
Some of them aren't great.
You know, it has a lot to do with diet, right?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
If you, there, I'm just gonna say, like, if you want that experience to be,
Oh, I know.
I hate to
But
say this, but here
some
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it anyway. If you want to have a flavorful relationship, yes, take a look. If you want your lollipop difference to be more enjoyable, date a vegetarian. Just date a vegetarian.
well, you know, sometimes you don't have a choice in the matter. I mean, sometimes it just kind of happens. You don't have any say so or what they had the day of or the day before. It just
and so one of the other readers made me promise. So here's the deal for tomorrow's live. If
Mhm.
I get like a bunch of hearts, I will wear my hair for.
Oh,
I'll wear my hair for tomorrow's live session.
the
Oh, okay.
midday or
That means I got to do it now. No,
oh,
Aaron, I know that's
I
you
can push
fucking doing it.
No, that's fine. I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing it.
for the
Well,
noon one
Julie
or
Elder,
the evening one.
huh?
For the noon one or the evening one or both.
No, for the evening one. And then if everybody likes it, I will continue to do it for the sessions. But I will tell you, I love doing my live sessions down here in my living room because it's way more cozy than sitting at my desk. So
I was gonna say it looks comfortable there.
yeah, I'm probably gonna keep doing this because I think this is cool. Plus the cat fucking appears. Yeah, Joe, pineapple. Everybody says pineapple, Joe, but really just vegetarian. Here's the thing: you don't want your guy to have a heavy meat diet. A heavy meat diet is bad for your lollipop tasting pleasure.
Speaking of streams, look at this stream of heart they're just
Look,
I
okay,
know.
continually.
I'm not doing it. My hands are off
no,
the.
because Aaron is fucking doing it.
I'm not.
She,
I turned into something the phone.
No,
That's
Brandon,
all
stop
someone
it.
else.
No,
oh,
Brandon.
oh,
See, right there you go. There you go.
oh, somebody else is. I'm not. Look,
Someone else
so
is
it's
doing
still
it.
going.
No,
It's still
like you
going.
could, Brandon, you could be using your thing.
I could be using something else. Is that what you're gonna get? Something
Well,
else?
I'm gonna give more hosts for that then.
Look, no hands, God. So the hair thing. So Julie Elder now cop to it. So I was talking to Julie Elder earlier, and Julie was like, "Wendy, you should wear your hair," and I'm like, "Okay." I mean, I'll ask everybody on the live, and if everybody says, "Yeah, you should do it," then I'll do it. I
I
have
think you got your answer. Really,
yeah,
I
I
mean,
have a
I don't
brunette
know.
one, and then I'll even give you a choice. So here you go. I have a brunette one, and then I have a brown that has a red sort of tinge to it. So
So
which
what was
one?
it again? The brunette or
So
red?
I have a brunette one that has a sandy sort of highlight to it, and then I have another brown one with a red tinge to it. So which one?
Okay, let's vote in the chat. You put in brunette or red in the chat. We'll see how many we get.
Yeah, we'll see it.
Looks
We'll
like
see it.
we got a brunette. I see one brunette. Oh, there's a red.
Yeah, there's a red.
Got 1 and 1. Oh, it's tied so far. Oh,
Oh,
2 for red. Oh, another red. 3-1.
yeah, okay, right.
Oh,
So
4. Oh, yeah. That's it. It's the red.
So, all right, so it's the red. So those are, I will tell you, those are really full. Both of those are really full. I won't use my lace front because my lace front requires like gluing, and it's really like the lace front ones that I have. The lace front one that I have, that's the one like you really like. Once you get it on, you don't take it off for like 3 days or whatever.
Well, just don't move around a lot or do any kind of. I shake my hair back and forth. I shake my hair back and forth.
I do. So my full cap ones, my 2 full cap ones, I've ridden a roller coaster with that thing on.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've
No.
ridden a roller coaster with that thing on. So, all right. Well, anyway, we're right at the top of the hour. Brandon,
Oh.
Brandon, are you going to be up for Trauma Talk tomorrow?
Oh yeah. I told you earlier. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to confirm. Aaron, are you? You can come to Trauma Talk.
I'm working again, so
Oh, that's right. You're already working again, so we won't see you
sucks.
again until. But please come at night because, Aaron, you make queer chat fun.
Oh look,
I don't know. It's pretty fun. So
Tecolote says I'm stellar. I don't think I've ever been called
because he's
stellar
right.
before.
Look,
Stellar.
Here's the thing, Brandon. If you ever come to Atlanta, I'm literally going to tell you. There's one bar that I would take you to that we would go there and you would disappear and I wouldn't see you for a week.
It's not not the dungeon or the
No.
what was that one called?
No, oh fuck no. No,
I
Mary's
don't remember what that was called.
No, Mary's over in East Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, like the the guys that fall into your vibe, oh, they get chewed up in there.
Chewed up.
Yeah. Oh, I'll put it this way. My friend Jeremy has your vibe. And I want to be clear, he's a hairdresser.
Mm-hmm.
And every time that Aaron, just stop. Aaron, just stop doing that. Aaron, I can't even read that shit. I'm trying to talk here. My friend Jeremy has a similar vibe as you, and every time we would go to Mary's with my friend Carmen and my friend Callie and whatever, like Brandon will always go home with somebody. Like 100%, like every fucking time. Like we would be there like an hour later. Jeremy would walk up and go,
Jeremy.
"Hey,
Oh,
yes, I'm leaving," and I'm like, "Really?" It's like, "Yep." And actually, his husband, who he's been married to for I think 6 or 7 years now. They met at Mary's, and they're still.
Oh.
And so yeah,
So I could go there and meet the one.
Yeah, Mary's in East Atlanta. If you hung out here for a week, I guarantee you'd have a good time. You'd have a good time. Yeah, you'd have a good time.
I'm sure I would.
It might make you want to move to Atlanta. I'm just gonna tell you, but
I'm not exactly opposed.
But yeah. Although I would tell you if you ever did that, we have an extra room, so you'd have to, yeah.
Yeah, Wendy the wing woman, and then fucking with a room after that. So Wendy, would you let Brandon bring someone back to
Oh fuck
your
yeah!
house?
Oh no, fuck yeah!
Oh, Brandon, what are you doing in Missouri?
Oh no,
my!
Yeah, no, I 100%. 100%.
Oh my!
By the way, that room is right over there. Here's the deal: that room is right over there on the other side of this room, and the master bedroom is upstairs. So guess what? Make however the fuck much noise you want.
Oh.
You can even, I'm just gonna say this, you can even go like The Secret of My Success orgasmically loud and it would make it I'd never hear it. So
I can Meg Ryan it.
Oh yeah, oh that's right. Yeah. You can definitely, I'll have what she's having and it's all good.
I'll have what he's having.
Yeah. That's right. All Aubrey and I are gonna do is go, oh, right. They're having a good time. Good.
Do you have earplugs? Noise canceling?
Honey, I sleep with noise canceling headphones on my ear at night, every night, fairly religiously. So yeah, you'd have a good time. So, but yeah. All right, well, cool. So Aaron, Brandon, do either of you? What about the kids? Kids sleep upstairs.
Oh.
Yeah, kids sleep upstairs. So, Brandon, Aaron, do either of you have closing thoughts?
No, I can't think of anything.
Okay.
I,
Oh,
We
I don't.
do what?
Oh,
I just
Aaron has something.
say I feel bad. So, like, a couple days back, right after Charlie got killed, I was like, whatever, this will blow over. I am really sorry that I misread this whole thing as like a possible push into, because both of you called it, Wendy, I know you did for sure, where it was like, this is going to fall off the deep end. And I was like, Americans can't be this possibly stupid. And hold my beer,
Oh,
America.
yeah, but they can.
I mean, look, here's the thing, and I'll just say this. Because Florida Man and month and date exists. So search for Florida Man and then the current month and the current date, and you get the weirdest news shit ever.
Oh, okay.
It's a thing that because that phenomenon exists, then yes, that means Americans are that fucking stupid.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is why
Interesting.
we're doing all this shit. Why we're doing all this shit. So, all right, well, cool. Aaron, Brandon, thank you.
Thank you.
Always, no, 100%. Can't do it without you.
Bye, Aaron.
Bye, Aaron.
Bye.
And Brandon, I will see you tomorrow at 1:00 Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern.
Just Eastern, Eastern and specific time.
Pacific.
Specific time, not Pacific time. I always heard that as specific time. Maybe I
Yeah.
was stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know, but anyway. So we'll talk tomorrow, Brandon. Be safe out there.
Mm.
Gosh. Well, another really good night. Thank you everyone for coming. If you're new, consider subscribing. Although I will tell all of you we have some very exciting news coming up here in the next little while. There's going to be some changes, but I think they're going to be for the best, and I think everyone's still going to be happy. So with that, I will say, oh, Joe, I totally go out to LA. I mean, I have family up in the East Bay of Cali in San Fran. I totally come down to LA though. Um, so let's make that happen. And anywhere else that I travel, I literally will tell people I'm traveling here, and if any of you are here, let's meet up and hang out. Yeah, I'm fun at parties, I promise. But anyway, so with that, so if you're new, please subscribe. If you're a free subscriber, consider becoming a paid subscriber. But like I said, I have some really cool things that are going to happen here over the next 2 weeks before I start working. Joe, you're far too kind. Honestly, far too kind. So I have some very exciting things that are happening here in the next couple of weeks. So watch the Substack chat as those things evolve. And then with that, I will tell all of you, please, if you're in a safe space, get there and stay there. Because I can't do this without you guys. We can't do this without each other. And I run this show like a family. I run the whole publication like a family. I run the community like a family for a reason, for a good, hard reason. And I want to continue um, for that to happen. And so, yeah, get there, stay there. So I will tell all of you good night. I love you all. Stay safe out there and do good things.